Revolution is now. People are always asking me what we can do to fight the tyranny and depravity of the empire and create a healthy world. But what can we do, they ask. You always talk about the problems, but we need solutions. How do we solve the problems you keep pointing to? It's especially common during U.S. election season because I tend to spend a lot of time pointing to the fraudulent nature of Western electoral politics and saying Americans will never be able to vote their way out of their problems. Which is, of course, fair. If I'm saying not that way, it's a dead end, it's only fair that I should be asked which way actually leads to the exit. Trouble is, I talk about solutions all the time here, and I'm always practicing what I preach and leading by example. Some people just can't seem to hear what I'm saying. It goes in one ear and out the other, because I don't have any solutions that are as easy and immediate as cast your vote for Donald Trump, he'll fight the deep state, or cast your vote for Kamala Harris, she'll stop fascism. The truth of the matter is that in the here and now, there are no easy and immediate solutions to the problems we face in our world. The system is far too deeply entrenched, and people are far too deeply indoctrinated with propaganda to be persuaded to fight against it right now. And I emphasize the words, right now. My solutions might not be easy or immediate, but unlike voting for Trump or Harris in November, they will actually work if put into practice in sufficient numbers. An effective solution that we can all begin applying in the here and now is working to foment a revolutionary zeitgeist by spreading awareness of the depravity and deceit of the empire. The primary obstacle to real change is the fact that far too many people are far too brainwashed by propaganda to rise up against our rulers. So our first task is to begin working to wake people up out of that propaganda-induced coma so that they can see how desperately real change is needed. The tyrants won't end their tyranny until they are forced to, and they can't be forced to as long as enough people are propagandized into believing things are fine. That's why so much energy goes into narrative control measures like mass media propaganda, censorship, government secrecy, the war on journalism, and Silicon Valley algorithm manipulation. They wouldn't pour so much energy into protecting that part of the imperial machine if it wasn't very vulnerable to attack. So we attack it. We cultivate a habit of small acts of sedition, trying to do something every day to denormalize the abuses of the empire in the eyes of the public. Our historically unprecedented ability to share ideas and information around the world in real time makes circulating unauthorized materials much easier than it used to be, and much more democratic. This is something we can all dedicate ourselves to. The machine is far too big and powerful for us to take down on our own, but if enough minds can become unplugged from the narrative matrix, we can definitely bring it down together. Once enough minds are pointed at this project, more concrete solutions will emerge and begin gaining traction in our collective consciousness. It's too early for an uprising right now. Ever seen Les Miserables? The part with the barricade? That's what it would look like if we tried to take the machine head-on right now. The people wouldn't come. It would be unwinnable. History is full of such failed revolutions. So in the here and now, we dedicate ourselves to the project of making sure there will be many others joining us at the barricade, in whatever form that direct concrete resistance might wind up taking. The good news is, this brings the revolution into the here and now, since right now the revolution looks like something we can all start doing today, each and every one of us. None of us can do everything, but we can all do something. Anything you can do to help open the next pair of eyes to the horrors the empire is inflicting upon our world, the injustices our rulers are imposing upon us in our society, and the lies we're being told to justify it all. You can do this using any means at your disposal, talking to people, distributing literature, making videos, making TikTok skits, making tweets, making art, making memes, writing on the wall, writing blogs, printing zines, writing letters to the editor at your local paper. Anything you can do to get unauthorized ideas into eyes and ears that might otherwise have encountered them using your own unique set of skills and personal conditioning. The more eyes are opened to what's going on, the more hands we will have working toward the task of waking up others. This allows for the possibility of non-linear growth, which means things could move very quickly from looking impossible to looking inevitable. All positive changes in human behavior are always preceded by an expansion of consciousness, whether you're talking about changes of the behavior in an individual or changes in the behavior of our entire species. So let's get to work expanding it. It is my sincerest wish that one day before too long, what I do here will be seen as nothing special, because there are so many others doing what I do that I no longer stand out in the crowd in any way. And ideally, this project here will then fade into total obsolescence as we create a healthy world together which makes it completely unnecessary.
like orthodoxy of the left any more than I like orthodoxy of the right. The right-wing Christians are trying to control your behavior. They're trying to control the behavior of other people. The left-wing academics are trying to control the language and behavior of people. I don't like anyone trying to control and dictate to me from an orthodox standpoint. So you'll always have censorship. You'll always have attempts at silencing or altering the way other people speak and think. That's the important thing. See, if you can change people's language, you can change the way they think, because you think in words. So that's the dangerous part. After they clean up the obscenities and the profanity, then the next thing they'll want to clean up is these dangerous political thoughts. These people who have these dangerous thoughts. It's just it's an attempt to control others, and we have to be alert. That's all.
Tell the truth. Don't be bullshitting people. Like I say, there's enough bullshit as it is. There's enough bullshit as it is. In fact, there's just enough. Did you know that? There's just enough bullshit to hold things together in this country. Bullshit is the glue that binds us as a nation. Where would we be without our safe, familiar American bullshit? Land of the free, home of the brave, the American dream. All men are equal, justice is blind, the press is free, your vote counts. Business is honest, the good guys win, the police are on your side, God is watching you, your standard of living will never decline, and everything is going to be just fine. The official national bullshit story. I call it the American okey doke.
The Trunk Monkey Theft Retrieval System. Because sometimes getting your car back is simply not enough. Another revolutionary idea, pending approval by Department of Agriculture.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Are we here?
We are here. Well, we need to bump up the secondary sound because they're not hearing our audio out. They're hearing us just fine, I think. I think it's just the videos they're not hearing. It's a little quiet. I thought it was a little quiet in studio. Hello, chat. Welcome back to Saturday Night Beauty and the Boomer. Oh, my gosh, Oz. We crawled off our deathbeds to get back here.
I didn't think I was going to be here. So that's how...
Me neither.
COVID is not your friend, everybody. So just
this
that.
New strain of COVID, because it's mutated, it's like nothing I have ever seen. You know, my mother-in-law came down with it in the nursing home last week. They have had 17 cases since last Sunday. The whole place is on lockdown. That's how bad it is. Like, it's running rampant through my community, and you can't even find an N95 mask anywhere. I finally found 7 of them for $30 at Walgreens. How crazy.
God. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So you had the brain fog really bad. I had the brain fog. You should have seen us trying to communicate during the middle of
that was Jesus Christ. The text, I don't know who we were talking to. The text was so bad.
I don't either. Oh my gosh, I go back and read those. But you know what? We understood each other. That's because we're besties and we know what the hell we're trying to say to each other. So we understood what the other one was saying.
It's a damn good thing we share a brain, I got to tell you.
That's right. We do share a brain. I'm just so happy to be here and to be in high spirits and high energy tonight. And that is because the amazing, free thinking community has got behind me and lifted me up, Oz. And they are carrying me right now, and I feel so energized by it.
Yeah, and you deserve it, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart from everybody out there, the kind of support we've got. Thank you, everybody, so much. And, we've got a great show tonight. We have a very special outro. We've got a brand new deck. And it's really pretty. We went nuts with color and graphics and memes. We hope we make our return up to snuff for everybody. I want to start calling out this chat. So I've got the YouTube.
The YouTube's going crazy.
Peace, Dove, Kamshwari, Kate, Natalie Williams. Natalie Williams, you're so wonderful. Thank you so much, Natalie. Jax, did you get that oven going? I gave you directions for that thing. Jax Page, hello, Chanda Oz. I'm so glad you are live tonight, and we are glad we are live tonight, too. We are truly happy about that. And Mastermind Hours in the house. VSA Dims. Vic, what's going on, Vic? We've got, let me see who else we got in here. We got a bunch of people in here.
We got a brand new follower, Charlie Mack. Welcome.
Hey, Charlie, what's going on, man?
Thank you, Charlie. We love you over on X. Keep up the great posts.
Oh, hell yes. Indy, INN.
Hi, Indy.
Indy, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much, Indy. You guys have been just beyond. Speaking of INN, Reefer After Dark is in the house. What's going on, Reef? Good to see you. Thank you so much. And we have Global Solidarity. Good to see you, Global Solidarity. I love that. That's good. We need global solidarity against all this bullshit that's going on.
Fix it.
Yep. Sean Miller, good to see you. Popeye is in the house. Popeye, what's going on, Popeye? Green X Ghosty, good to see you. Love that name, Green X Ghosty. Shane Piper is in the house. We've got, thank you all again. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to be calling you for... Jilly Love is in the house.
Jilly, are you home, Jilly? I got your card today. Look at Jilly sent me the most amazing it's a little kitten, and then you see the big lioness below, and she just says, you are braver than you think and stronger than you know. Thank you, Jilly. All the messages are so uplifting. Thank you so much.
Cynic Girl, thank you, Cynic Girl. You've been pushing our stuff so much. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. So many of you have. I just, like I said, Steve G, what's going on, Steve G? I think I got it right finally after what years? Let me see. We got, who else we got in here? Natalie Williams. Nat,
thank you so much. Nat has been so supportive too. The messages, you guys just, so many of you. I just have so much love. Thank you.
That's so helpful. Sean, the Accord Lord FYT5X Miller. I hope I got that, Sean. I probably screwed it up. I'm trying to. Desert Mantis, great to see you. Let me see who else we got in here, and then I'm going to throw it to you. You got the Rockfin ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I got all of them. They're all popping.
Okay. Red Angel's in the house, and... oh my God. Let me see what we got here. I'm still looking.
Kill Your E. Gross is here. Rick Solis is here.
Hey, Rick, what's going on? Schlatsky is in the house.
Schlatsky?
Yeah, this is great.
Bella Laguski's hanging
out.
Bella.
Bella. Hey, Bella. Fingerman is in the house. What's going on, Fingerman?
Hey, Fingerman.
Yeah.
Desert Mantis.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I got Desert Mantis. Okay. But I've got COVID brain, so it's going to be sputtering and all night long.
Our first show back is going to be a little rough. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm Cold Fusion Gaming. Who is that guy?
Who is that guy? That guy has been carrying me and taking care of me. That's who that guy is.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. Metal Martin is in the house. Steve Wolfrat, Wolfie. Good to see you, Steve. Good to see you. Thank you for all your support. Snorky is in the house. Hello, Snorky.
Snorky!
Good to see you. Wonderful to have you here.
The regulars are here tonight.
Oh,
it's so great. Hey, Rat Angel. Good to see ya.
Midnight Karma is in the house. DC, good to see you, DC. Thanks for the little notes, DC. We appreciate it so much. And Art Cassette World is in the house. Say, Jilly. Let me see. Gosh, man, it just keeps going. You guys are just fantastic.
I know. They're just rolling in.
Hi,
I got
Jody.
the trailer park up, too. They're rolling into the trailer park, too.
Hi, Jody. Great to see you. Jody Havel is in the house.
Jody.
And Matt John is in the house. And let me see. I think I've almost got him. I almost. And Lady Alex is in the house. It is your turn, Chanda. Who else is?
My turn. Let's shout out the trailer park. We got a bunch of peeps hanging out over at the YouTube trailer park. Rich from Wisconsin is hanging out over there. And 2 bunnies. Good to see ya. Metal Martin, you're hanging out over in both chats. Lady Alex, thanks so much for joining us over on the trailer park. And then we have a bunch of people hanging out on the Twitch tonight. That's right. You can watch us over on Twitch. Cold Fusion's over there along with Chris Foster. Oh, no, they're over at Twitch. Twitch has got Chris Foster.
Hey, Chris.
And let me see. I'm trying to keep up with all these. Chris Foster's over at Twitch. And then we got Kick. We got Indie News Network over there, and Cheese Slice of Life. Good to see you, Cheese
what's
Slice.
going on, Cheese?
What's up, Cheese?
How's pasta and fee, Cheese?
Pasta let you out of the basement?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And let's see, I got the Twitch, I got the Kick, I got the, nope, I didn't get the Rumble yet. Ghost Start's hanging out over on the Rumble, along with Indie News. You're everywhere. Riley Martin, good to see you. Hi, Ballist. Good to see you. Thank you, guys. I know there's always more viewers watching on Rumble than talking. And last but not least, we got our Rumble chat. Let's get to our Rockfin chat. I can't even keep them straight today. Let's see. Who do we have? Menex, good to see ya. Denver Attaway is hanging out over there. Zoxovoxovic.
Zox!
And Osama number 5.
Osama!
Joan, thank you for joining us. Dirk Diggler is hanging out.
Dirk, hey, what's going on, Dirk?
Dirk, what's
Dirk,
up?
yeah.
And of course, Fred Edwards, he's always holding it up for us over at the Rockfin and sharing us out every time we're live. We appreciate it. Because Shami Kate is hanging out over on the... Kate is in the house. I think Kate's hanging out on one of the YouTube chats.
She's on YouTube too. Yeah, I see her. I see her. She's here. She's here.
And Crone of Heresy is hanging out. Chris Foster, you're hanging out in 2 places tonight. Anna Maris. Anna, you have been so kind and so sweet.
Hi,
Thank
Anna.
you so much for all the support. And none other than A-Rim was first in the door at the chat. You know, we have more people that work with us than you guys know. It's not just Oz and I. There's a bunch of people behind the scenes, and we need to shout them out. And A-Rim is one of them. And, of course, Linda, Hawkified, Trash Panda on X. She does so much amazing work for us, including our Yum Yums and a lot of our graphics. So shout out to them.
And we've got a couple more that just piled in. Chris, is it Allegre? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. Nope, that's already got a wrench. Cowboy Kitty, good to see you.
Hi,
good to see you. And I think we've got them all right now.
Okay.
We're going to start this. We're going to kick
Oh, yeah, we're 20
on this.
minutes in. My gosh,
yeah,
this is crazy.
Just the calling everybody else, fantastic. You see the new color behind that, Chanda? Do you like that color?
I love it. I love the
It's
vibrant
great
colors.
down there. It's if you'd like to buy us a coffee to keep us rolling. You've already given so much, but we're always going to try and put it out there so you have another opportunity, another venue. If you don't like, something.
There's lots of ways. They're all in the description box, or you can hit the link tree. They're all on the link tree.
They're all on the link tree. That being said, we have a very, very special thumbnail tonight. This is going to be...
I know.
This is going to be our permanent last thumbnail on all of our outros. Special thanks to Indie News Network. Indie, thank you so much. This is... And it makes me tear up. Chanda?
I know, me too. We are so honored to be respected by our colleagues and our peers, and we just thank you so much for all you guys do over at INN. And these are beautiful, Oz. They're so beautiful.
The Zago brothers knocked it out of the park. Indy Media, Indy, Reef, Colin, everybody over there helped get this going, and we so appreciate it. It's beautiful. I'm so impressed. Thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sorry I'm being such a wuss, Chanda.
You can't cry, because if you cry, then I'll cry, and then I'll mess up my makeup, and I cry all week and all day as it is, so no crying.
All right.
No crying in B&B.
All right, here we go. Chanda, take it away.
You guys have been amazing as of, 5-6 days ago? As of 6 days ago, I didn't know how I was even going to pay my rent coming out of the ICU for as long as I had with the diagnosis that I had. And y'all came in and you just picked me up, and it's so amazing. Thank you so much. Not only did I manage to cover my bills for this month, but I've got a bunch put away for treatments that I'm going to be seeking. So thank you so much. And the GoFundMe link, I will drop it in the chat. It's in the description box below, right, Oz? And thank you to everybody who, even if you can't donate, everybody who shared it, who's liked it, who sent me links about, cancer things that they know about, stories about their family and relatives. Just, hey, I'm with you, I get so many of those, like, stay strong. And those ones, they come in right when I need them the most, right when I'm sad or I'm ready to break. So you guys are affecting me so much. I am the 1 in 5 on the back of a cigarette pack. And modern medicine's going to treat me like I'm the dirty little smoker that I was. So you guys know I quit a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago. But, it was way too late for me. So, I'm learning a lot about it, and I'm going to start sharing it with you guys. But to make sure that we're not taking up too much time with our shows, I'm going to do a show on Thursdays just dedicated to updating everybody on my cancer journey and, bringing information that I know, things I find out, video of me going places and going seeking treatment, that type of thing. So we'll do quick little updates for the shows, but for the most part, I don't want to weigh our shows down. That you guys come here to talk politics and snark and satire, and that's what I want to continue to focus on because it gives me something to look forward to.
Before we kick off with the satire and truisms, we have to feature Linda's wonderful work with Chanda's GoFundMe. And yes. I can't hug Linda enough for this. It is gorgeous.
I wish I could hug her. At least you live by her.
Yeah, I know. And she was just lamenting today how she wishes that you were closer so she could come up and take care of you. Well, I'm coming
down. I told you. I'm coming down. I got a car now that it's a Prius, man. The gas mileage on that thing's insane. So I'm coming to see you probably in a couple weeks.
Well, we might just keep you. So
you can keep me. Just make my bedroom nice and warm. I'll be fine.
We will do that. Anyway, Linda, I think Linda knocked it out of the park with this. This shows
it's so beautiful. I bawled.
Chanda over the years, and I might just tear up again. So I'm going to have to get off the screen real quick. But I know a lot of you have seen this already. But for those who haven't, this is our executive, wonderful producer, Linda's work, and she just knocked it out of the park here.
You love it how I move you. You love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman, and I feel it after midnight. I feel it that you can't fight, my one. Healing is when we're done. You believe God is a woman.
Send the love. Funds for survival, also accepted and appreciated every day now. On this day and every day, our sister Chanda needs our love and positive energy and thoughts to help her slay the monster. So if you practice any sort of healing art distantly, or you pray, I am certain she would accept whatever form your love takes with gratitude. You don't even have to believe in God or any new agey crap to send positive thoughts, or to think of Chanda as the woman of strength that she is. You just kind of do it, and I hope you will. I think she will say yes if we ask her right now. So on her behalf, I will say thank you right now. Hashtag Chanda, do you accept? By the way, if you want to send green paper with numbers and pictures of dead presidents on it, That is also a form of love and would be accepted gratefully and humbly. Hashtag, friends are the best insurance in America.
You believe God is a woman. I tell you all the things you should know. So baby, take my hand, save your soul. We can make it last, take it slow. Oh yeah, I want it, yeah. But you're different from the rest. And boy, if you confess, you might get blessed. See if you deserve what comes next. I'm telling you the way I like it, how I want it, yeah. Yeah, and they can be all the things you told me not to be. Yeah, when you try to come for me, I can perform shit. Yeah, and you see the universe when I'm in company. It's all in me. You love it how I move you. You love it how I touch. You're my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman. And I feel it after midnight. I feel it that you can't find my one. Feeling is fun with love. You believe God is a woman. Yeah, yeah. God is a woman. Yeah, yeah. God is a woman. Yeah. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman. You believe God is a woman. I tell you all the things you should know. So baby, take my hand, save your soul. We can make it last, take it slow. Oh yeah, I want it, yeah. But you're different from the rest. And boy, if you confess, you might get blessed. See if you deserve what comes next. I'm telling you the way I like it, how I want it, yeah.
Yeah.
I tear up still every time I see that. And you know, when I see the one with Pasta was one of the very first people to reach out to me, and it moves me so much. The community that I've built, that you have built, that we have built in the last 10 years, and all we're doing is trying to wake people up to the fact that we don't have universal health care, we don't have affordable housing, we don't have clean food and clean air and clean water. We have nothing but corruption, warmongers, and it's time to fight back. That's my biggest scream and message. Keep fighting the good fight. We have no choice. They're killing us. Like, now is the time. So thank you so much. But let's get on with the show. We are a half hour in and we haven't even started the show. So let's get into it.
All right. Is this our new cream of bullshit here?
Well, we kind of stopped doing cream of bullshit because all of it's cream of bullshit, right? I was
Yeah,
like, the
it's
whole
pretty
show is
redundant.
cream of bullshit.
Yeah,
So it's redundant. So yeah, cream of bullshit. Let's get started with Hunter Biden. You know, he pled out yesterday.
On the air with breaking news about President Biden's son,
Probably
Hunter.
needs to turn it up a
In a
little bit.
stunning development, he has just pled guilty to 9 federal tax charges in a Los Angeles courtroom. Hunter Biden is charged with filing false tax returns and not paying more than $1 million in taxes. His guilty plea came after a last-minute attempt today to avoid a trial while still maintaining his innocence. The case is now in the hands of the judge who will decide on the sentence. Let's get right to our NBC legal team, Laura Jarrett and Danny Savalas. Laura, first walk us through what's happened. A lot of developments today alone.
A lot of developments. Obviously, the major headline here is that he has pled guilty to all 9 counts that he was facing. Obviously, it was going to be a lengthy trial, an embarrassing trial, a spectacle for the president's son, on including 3 different felonies: failure to pay his taxes on time, failure to file them, tax evasion. The gist of it was basically he was spending money on everything but his taxes, according to prosecutors. Now, he had pled not guilty. He had maintained his innocence all along. But when he first came in today, his lawyer surprised everyone by trying to do a legal move where he was going to essentially maintain his innocence, but recognize the strength of the government's case.
Kind of a no contest.
Exactly. And so what that was going to allow him to do was essentially save face, but avoid trial, avoid the risk of him him actually being convicted. Obviously, this coming after he was already convicted back in June on an entirely different set of charges, but understanding the risk there, given what happened back in June, you can see why he chose to go forward with this guilty plea today.
Danny Savells, let me bring you in this. We're hearing now December 16th is sentencing. How serious are these charges?
Not only are these charges serious, but don't forget, Hunter Biden has already been convicted. So it's entirely possible, depending on scheduling, that he may be considered under the sentencing guidelines as someone with a prior record. And under the federal sentencing guidelines, having a prior record vaults you into a different category of sentencing. And so this is normal. The sentencing being set out a few months allows time for probation to conduct an investigation, prepare a report which they will give to the judge. I calculate the sentencing guidelines at roughly around the 33-month range.
Come on,
they're not
he's
mandatory.
Gonna go
The
to
judge can
jail.
go above
Who
or
fucking
below
believes
the sentencing guidelines. So
And could he be sentenced concurrently with the
Concurrent?
conviction in Washington?
he could possibly.
He could.
It really depends procedurally on what his attorneys do.
So does the big guy have to do 10% of his time, Oz? That's my question.
The guy should be indicted for more stuff than just that, because he knew what was going on. And in my opinion, he has put the United States of America at risk by lying about this whole affair, the laptop, everything else. And by Joe Biden's standards, about criminalizing drugs, he should have already been put in jail.
No, he's not a black man. So, this is disgusting. And we all know he is not going to go to jail, because there's two justices in this country, and that is for the rich. And then the rest of us, we get the real justice system. Did you see Biden got a new big boy desk?
Yeah, this is funny. Sad, but funny. This is something. Look at the little desk. Oh my God!
It's so cute. It's smaller than every teacher's desk I ever saw in school.
It's like the table for the kids next to the parents' dinner table. It's like,
He's got
Jesus
the little
Christ.
kids table.
Well, he's ready. He's ready. Everybody, he's ready.
He just ordered it from Temu.
Temu? Yeah, it was probably Temu. It certainly wouldn't be from IKEA. They're just whatever.
The one up there in the corner is hilarious. Hit that one. It's not very long.
I think that perfectly sums it up right there.
Isn't that perfect? Yeah. Totally perfect.
I never
this
had.
needs a dunce cap, right?
I never had one of those beanie hats, and Beanie and Cecil were quite the thing when I was a kid.
I can't smoke anymore. I'm not doing anything combustible to my lungs. So tonight I'll be joining you with a cannabis bonbon.
Oh, okay. And Miss Cannabis Bonbon. This is one of your favorite refaces here, right?
I do love that. That's a good reface.
It is great.
Good
So
job.
what is this all about? What do we have here?
That's the White House press secretary telling us that, hey, prices have gone down.
Oh, Jesus, I'm going to vomit right now.
Now, to be clear, we have seen grocery prices come down over the past year or more, and so that is important.
I don't know where she's shopping.
And a lot of that is the work that's been done from this administration.
Yeah, where does she where does she shop? Where is she shopping?
Who's fucking she shopping?
Yeah, what the hell?
I came down at Walmart where I shop. Actually,
No.
I haven't been able to shop at Walmart because I've changed my diet so much. I'm not eating carbs. I'm not eating sugar. I'm eating just vegetables, and so I'm doing all organic too. So grocery outlet has been the place for me. I find a lot of organic.
Yeah,
stuff
grocery
at
outlet's
Grocery
been
Outlet.
pretty, and they haven't murdered me on the prices. But yeah, you seen the price of eggs and frozen chicken? Holy crap! 18 eggs, $7 for 18 eggs at
3
Wally
steaks
World.
at Costco were $100 the other day. I was walking through Costco with a friend. I was like, "Holy crap! Who could spend $100 on 3 steaks?"
Hey, Kareen, you want to join us? Kareen. You
came down.
Your third-party vote cost Hillary the election. Me, I'll fucking do it again. Well, we know that's not true because we have an electoral system in this country. So anyway, whatever.
I'll
the hell
fucking
you're
do it
to-
again. Whatever. That's why they're so scared of Bobby Kennedy. That's why they've came after him the way they have. It's because they know he's pulling power for a third party.
Yeah, and I
Not
just want to.
anymore, not that he's endorsed Trump. But.
I just want to remind everybody, if you already know, average rent is $2,000 a month, and income is average is $50,000. 1990, the average rent was $500, and the average income was $30,000. Something wrong with this math, Chanda.
I was paying $592. So yeah, that's exactly how much it is. And you know, my rent, I just got a notice today. My rent's going up as of January 1st. Why? Because they can do that. Slumlords are allowed to raise your rent every fucking year.
I want to thank you for the heads up on that heat discount.
Yeah, that was nice from the Commerce. The Washington
it worked
Commerce.
out well. So if you have a discount program for your heating or your electric, do it, because it worked for me.
Worked for me.
I had a 0 electric bill this month, and boy, we sure needed it.
Me too. I needed the relief for sure.
And
so that was great.
These memes are going around, and this is the corrected one. Inflation, invasion, incompetence, censorship, war, and corruption. And I would like anybody to try and debate whether those are not accurate. And Barack Obama, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We fund them. Absolutely, Barack. You absolutely do. You're funding the terrorist Zion.
Yeah,
nation,
right? He gives them cash.
Yeah, so shut the F up, buddy. And there you go. So we've got, you brought Shrek here. What's going on here?
Well, did you see this? Kamala's husband has been named a sex symbol. Are you kidding me? Shrek?
You mean like,
okay.
You mean
what
like
a hunk.
a phallic symbol, maybe? I don't know about that.
Oh my God. Whose opinion is this? That he's some kind of sex symbol? He's like a kept man. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I picture him with a leash and a rubber ball stuffed in his mouth.
Right?
So that's where I'm at. And this came up a couple days ago. I like the colors. If you like Genocide Joe, then you'll love Holocaust Harris. And
Holocaust Harris.
I think that's pretty accurate. Some dude out there, the chat probably knows, has predicted the last 9 out of 10 elections, and he's predicting that Harris is going to win. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But there's only one way that she may win, and we all know what that is. It's called rigging.
Cheating.
Cheating. And you brought this. Come on.
I just added these right before we went live. New from Lego, the Kamala Glory Hole. Get it while
Jesus, Chanda. This show is PG, not R.
And
Holy
Kamala
Christ.
See and Say, Valley Girl, the South, Cajun, Western, Midwestern, Snobbish Elite, the Hood, Texas, and New York. That's right. She can pull all those accents off.
That is so accurate. Hell yes. And secular talk, our whatever.
Kyle.
Go ahead, Kyle.
No, Kyle losing his shit again this week, and we have to vote for Harris. And then he got pissed when we all came for him, and he said, I told you independent media was a big fucking cesspool. Not only a bunch of virtue signaling grifters, but also colossal sellouts and useful idiots pretending they have better morals and ethics than corporate media. They don't. They're frauds, says the kettle to the pot. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, and normally we don't do this across platform to so-called whatever the hell he is.
Oh, I'll burn Kyle down Malibu Canyon.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to give him the space, but he is in our Shit Lib book club tonight, and I think you're going to love it.
He deserves to.
Yeah, he does. And this is one more stab at this little piece of shit.
What have I become? Yeah, we know what you've become.
Oh my God in heaven! Now here's his wife. Is this Crystal? Is she going to say something about it?
It is Crystal, but she actually says something that makes sense, and Destiny can't handle it. Destiny is going after her.
Ew. God, you're double whammying me here.
We engage in these types of activities as well, as does, and we'll get to this in a minute, Israel, and no one seems that upset about that, and there's no indictments coming down about that, but we'll pause.
What indictments? Is Israel influencing people in the United States with like, foreign money or foreign control that we know about that nobody's going after? Is that true? Like, who?
Is that true? You get paid by them? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag on that one, isn't it, Chanda?
You can't tell me that guy isn't taking money from AIPAC or some other Israeli supportive group.
Now, you brought this, right? And this has to do with feeling unsafe. Is that correct?
Okay, so this was in, I want to say, New York. I'm shaking. We were walking home from a lunch with our family in our community distraught state, and we were blocked from crossing the street by those soulless terrorists supporting and chanting for more violence. So basically, these people played the victim outside of a protest, and nobody was buying it. So yeah, just go ahead and check it out.
Victim card.
People make me sick!
I'm walking my kids. Get these guys out of here. Get them out of here. Officer, an American was murdered, Hamas terrorists, and they're marching through the streets of New York City. They're proudly supporting Hamas terrorists. It happens to be walking with my family, walking home. I live 3 blocks away.
He wants them all arrested.
Fuck off.
I understand. I'm thinking about the future of my family in the city. I'm thinking about being in the city. I don't want
Maybe you should move.
the city where there are proud terrorist supporters.
Oh, fuck. Proud
was
Zionists.
executed yesterday by terrorists. Are you okay? He deserved it? Sure. Why is that?
What business does he have?
What business is he at a music festival dancing with his friends? Yeah?
Next to
Israel
a
killed
concentration
him.
camp?
Hamas released a video themselves. Yeah, they're proud. They're proud. And you're supporting terrorists like that. You
this guy.
are. You're a
Nah.
terrorist supporter. Yeah,
Whatever.
Okay,
Fuck
let's
off.
get your license plate. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh,
You're terrorist supporting
threatening
actions
my
makes
license
my daughter
plate?
cry.
Why are the kids
An American
upset?
was
Because
shot
mom
and
and
killed
dad are
yesterday.
yelling. That's why.
Exactly. Such bullshit.
That was just gross. I saw that and I was like, oh, that is an example of elitism. Like, it's my opinion and only my opinion that matters because I live in New York City and New York City is not a melting pot of different cultures. No, it's just representing me, you know? Like,
the guy was an
white
op.
privilege is
He was
gross.
an op,
Yeah.
obviously an op. You brought an APAC notice here. What's going on?
AIPAC planned to spend $100 million on elections this year. They already surpassed that. And that's right. AIPAC money has already helped pro-Israel Democrats defeat 2 of the most vocal opponents of the Israel war on Gaza. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to bring this meme up here in the corner, and I've got to cut off. I'm going to have to reframe that. Won't black voters be furious when I don't do anything for them? Kamala Harris says. Kamala, I didn't do shit for black people. They still love me, and that is so goddamn accurate. I can't tell you.
They're
but
starting. I saw a great interview over at Due Dissidence, and Russell got somebody out on the street who knew what the hell they were talking about and was like, no, they don't do shit for our community, and I love it. Yes. Power to the people, man.
No, absolutely. And Sabby has been killing it on this topic.
Oh, I know.
She
I love
has
it.
been just doing a
Burning it down.
terrific job. And we have Benji right here. Netanyahu accusing me of war crimes in Gaza is like accusing George Bush of 9/11. And yep, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, did you see he went on TV this week and did a map of just Israel, no Palestine, and pretty much showed you how they're stilling the West Bank.
Yeah, it's right in your face, and they know that. They know that the United States is Israel's dog right now, and I want everybody to think about that. I'm not going to be anybody's dog and treated in such a shitty way, being connected to the genocide and everything else. That has got to change. So, like Caitlin Johnstone said before the show, whatever you do is appreciated. We had another American martyred this week, and it was heartbreaking, and you know how close this is to my heart because I've been standing strong for Rachel Corrie ever since 2003. And Shireen Abu Akleh there, one of the press, I think they were practicing on picking off press people over there, and she was one that they got in the beginning of all this nightmare. Max Blumenthal says this is the 3rd U.S. or U.K. ISM activist targeted and killed by the Israeli army. Max, I know you're right about that, but I think there have been more on top of that you may or disagree with. But I think there's more than that, Chanda. She came to Palestine as a humanitarian, not to join Israel's occupation forces. Don't expect Tony Blinken to call her an American hero. Don't expect the State Department to say anything, in fact. And honest to God,
I've got the State Department statement on the next slide. But, I had a friend, a very good friend, who was in the West Bank a month ago, and he was supposed to fly out and meet us 2 weeks ago. And he was so traumatized by what he saw, the settler colonial violence on the people, that he couldn't even come. He was just too, I'm sure their lives were threatened daily while they were there. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I talked to his wife, who is a mission worker, and she was just beside herself by how bad it actually was in the West Bank.
Yeah, and honestly, if you watch any of the Doctors Without Borders statements coming out, they're horrific. So keep that in mind. It's horrific. Absolutely horrific. And you brought this, right?
Well, do you remember when Biden said in February of this year, if you harm an American, we will respond? Well, that's only Americans that they think support Israel, right? Yeah. So the State Department, I didn't bring you all these videos. For one, the videos of her and her body and the family mourning and the friends mourning around here was absolutely heartbreaking, so I did not bring it. And then, of course, Count Chocula there, he came out and said the U.S. State Department offers condolences to the families of the American activist who was shot in the head by Israeli forces earlier today in a protest in the West Bank. We are aware of the tragic death of an American citizen.
How do you pronounce it? Is it Isnir Iji?
Yeah, Iji.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I haven't heard enough to.
Yeah, they just give their deepest condolences, but they're not going to do anything about it, right? No, you shouldn't go there and protest, is their frickin' mentality.
And their deepest condolences are total bullshit and a total front, and they don't give a goddamn about anybody that gets killed over there. So, sorry, and Count Chocula can go fuck himself like the rest of those guys.
Right.
Now, I did.
Kirby's just as bad.
There was a high point this week, and I enjoyed the hell out of it because CNN is beyond the pale. Dana Bash and Jake Tapper are human garbage. They are not journalists. They are paid propagandists. They are an insult to humanity. I can't say enough good about everybody else compared to these two shit stains over at CNN. Shame and shame and shame. Sorry, I'm just really pissed. But this lit up my day, and I loved it. Dana Bash is confronted.
As well as she should be.
What the hell? What is Donna? It's Donna? I don't know what the hell. Dana? Dana Bash. Okay. You belong
Dana
behind
Bash.
bars. And I put hashtag Bash behind bars. I love that. I hope everybody does it. But here you go. I hope you enjoy this as much as I did.
She reports. After World War II, every single journalist that was complicit in their war crimes was charged. You belong behind bars. You belong behind bars. We know who you are. We know what you're saying. It is not a war. It has never been a war. It is ethnic cleansing. It is genocide. There are children getting bombed.
Go, girl. Go, girl.
You are complicit in the genocide.
Yes.
You tweeted 5 days ago about the hostages that there are over 10,000 political prisoners in Israeli death camps. They are concentration camps for Palestinians. And you are complicit in all of those deaths. You know what I think therefore? I'm going to ask her why she's telling lies on public air every single day. At 11 p.m. every single day. This wire. That's on national TV. National TV, and she spreads lies. Every single time she lies, a neighborhood and lots of times. She is killing people. You know you are. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Yeah, of course I know. Tell me that you deserve it. You are a killer. Bloody God. Bloody God. Bloody God.
Friends have been dying in Gaza, and you have not been reporting it. You call yourself a good journalist, report the truth, but instead you want
I love it.
from Zionists. You want
One gets torn out, another one stands up.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's exactly how you do it.
You're taking it to spew
How we doing, guys?
Palestinian people. You lie about amputees. You lie about people who have been brought in hospitals.
They do.
You lie about the students in the encampments. They are just trying to exercise their free speech to help their family and friends back home. We have tried to sit with politicians day after day, and they don't listen to us. And meanwhile, our family and friends are dying. What else are we supposed to do? Is this what's happening to your family?
Who the fuck's telling her to take her mask off?
I know. What is that? You can't tell somebody
off.
to take their damn mask off.
Fuck
if they don't want
off.
to take their mask off. Yeah, fuck
Fuck
CNN.
off.
Fuck
Yeah.
the pigs of empire. I have no use for pigs of empire.
Neither do
Did you
I.
see Greta? Greta Thunberg got arrested protesting for Israel. You know, we've torn Greta down a lot over the years because, you know, she's kind of handled by the WHO and the WEF a little bit. But here's the thing. I'm just glad to see her standing up for something that's right. So.
Well, this is the thing. You know, if you put a keffiyeh on a painting, you're protesting. So she's a high-profile person. She's wearing a keffiyeh,
Where is it?
and she's doing it. So you don't understand. If we want to stop genocide, we first have to re-elect the administration committing it. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You're doing that.
Well, it doesn't matter who we elect, Oz. They all frickin' stand for it. The
They
only
all
person we
do
got
it.
in the race that wants to end it is Jill fucking Stein, and they sent AOC to come for her this week.
Yeah.
There's like a word went down to go after. Even Bernie went after Cornell West this week. I was like, are you piece of fucking shit? He stood by you all those years, Bernie, and had your back, and now you stab him in the back on the orders of the Democratic Party. Shame on Bernie Sanders for that shit. But you could tell word came down from the Dems to do that.
Oh yeah. The division is clear, and you just got to remember, everybody. You have comrades who are on your side, who are being. Sorry, this COVID's killing me.
I know. I got
and those who aren't are going to be exposed. So we're seeing a lot of these people going back and endorsing Kamala Harris and Biden. And I don't have names for you. You guys probably know better than I do. But they are not on the right side of history, nor will they be on the right side of history ever. They burn their cred with me. I saw Bernie Sanders' post that was up for 4 or 5 hours the other day. It only had like 150 hearts on it. And I'm saying, you know,
from having millions.
Yeah,
wow.
Everybody's got him down. Now they're hauling out. Guess what they're hauling out again? Everybody.
Russiagate 2.0.
Russiagate. Here we go. This is from RT. Are we going to get in trouble for playing RT, Chanda?
I don't care. Fuck it. Let them come for us.
Story now. Western media is reporting the Biden administration plans to take legal action against RT News Organization, accusing the channel of interference in the upcoming presidential election. That's despite the fact RT has been banned in the West. Here's our response.
Dear CNN, we certainly have a response. Actually, we have several, but we couldn't decide on one. We even thought of running an office poll, so here they are. 1. Ha. 2. Ha 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 ha. 3. Ah, ha, 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 ha. 4. 2016 called and it wants its cliches back. 5. 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and RT's interference in the U.S. elections. 6. We gotta earn our Kremlin paycheck somehow. 7. Somewhere Secretary Clinton is sad that it's not because of her.
Well, RT contributor Tara Reid joins me here in the studio to discuss. Many thanks for coming in, Tara. So we have another wave of accusations against RT reportedly coming from Washington. What's your take on these election interference allegations? I feel like we've been here before.
Oh, I know. It's just nonsense, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's over and over again that they try to cling on to the Russiagate narrative. And basically, it's a distraction from the fact that they have the Democrats have a very weak candidate, which is Kamala Harris. And so they're trying to cling on, even though the Steele dossier was found to be faked, that how they said that Russia interfered with the 2016 election ended up being fake. They've had to backtrack on all of that. And now they're coming out with these new allegations, you know, with now saying that RT's interfering. How can they interfere when they've been taken off all the cable news networks and it's hard to find them? I mean, for Americans to find RT, they actually have to go to alternative things like Rumble and things like that to find.
Yeah, how are they interfering? Oh, that's right. They're paying a bunch of influencers, is what we're told, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and those influencers...
Not like the White House isn't doing that.
No, I mean, they've got the Western Media Corp all behind them pushing bullshit and interfering in our our electoral process. Chanda, I had to put this in the deck. I think I think that works really good. And the CIA and FBI had dirty hands in that whole Hunter Biden thing. And
well, they have no policy. The Democrats aren't even bothering to campaign on policy. Not, we're going to fight and give your community this or this. They used to throw platitudes at us about universal health care and shit like that. They don't do that anymore. They fearmonger and they weaponize the three-letter agencies to crack down and censor on anybody who says something that goes against them. So they don't need actual policy, right?
No, hell no. Hell no, hell no. We had a great tweet this week, and Jack's page brought it to my attention here. You killed it, Jack. Best tweet of the day. I can't believe we're doing Russiagate yet again, but here we are. Frank says it best. Frank Lombardi, I'll be honest, I didn't have Russiagate 3.0 on my 2024 election bingo card. I honestly didn't think the Democrats were that stupid and or brazen to try it again, as I didn't believe enough of their base would actually buy that bullshit hook.
They will.
Like a sinker again. We are witnessing what happens when a political party, has no real policy that they have even willing to verbally commit to, read fake commit to,
right,
which is popular enough to gain them any votes. B, hasn't had to answer from their base for one damn thing they've ever done or failed to do for at least the last 25 to 35 years. And C, cultivates a base that is so monomechanically obsessed with one goal, willing to eat whatever disgusting, ideological, regurgitated, overused nonsense the party has trot out. When I think about it for too long, I actually feel like I need a shower. And that it's that grotesque.
It is.
I agree 100%. I mean, do we have that many morons in the well, yeah.
Well, and the Democrats never hold them accountable for anything. They don't say you never followed through with any policy, like them fear-mongering about a woman's right to choose. They're pro-abortion now. They're not pro-choice. They're just pro-abortion. And then they roll that shit out every 4 years to fear-monger with, oh my gosh, women don't have the right to choose. And nobody holds them accountable. Why didn't you codify 30 years ago? Why didn't you codify 20 years ago? Why didn't you codify 10 years ago? Nobody ever asked them that.
No, and she still, Jack's page, yes, she still doesn't have a platform position on anything.
On nothing.
That's because she's not going to be running the show if they install her. It's going to be the Obamas, the Clintons, and the deep state.
Yep.
That's who's going to be running it. That's my opinion.
100%.
And we still have First Amendment. We still have that. We have
Kind of.
We have a double here tonight, but it's the Sabby Says, and she was on Bad Faith Podcast the other day, and she's doing a great job. Sabrina kicks ass. She's been supportive of Chanda as well. We appreciate it so much, Sabby. And for that, I'm always in your debt, and you're just doing great. But Sabby said it like it is right here, and that's why we have.
That's why we love her.
Sabby Sabs. No matter where we agree to disagree on, she's doing a good job. So keep it up.
If there's ever a time for you to hold the line, now is that time. That doesn't mean go vote for Donald Trump. Don't go support him either. But I would think that if at any moment you need to hold the line, it is at this particular moment. I feel that if you vote for Kamala Harris, you are going to be rewarding genocide. You are rewarding the Biden administration for genocide. If you let them run away with this, there's no telling what they're going to do. And to that talking point that was in that video, if they feel like you're always going to come back regardless, why would they do anything for you? Why would they give you universal health care? Why would they give you free public universities? Why would they do this? Why would they bring back the child tax credit? Why would they do those things if they know that in the end, you're still going to support the party? This idea that it's going to be worse because you could get Donald Trump. There's always going to be a Donald Trump, just under a different name. I had heard people prior to Trump's election make the same type of rhetoric that Donald Trump made. A lot of people don't realize, but I lived in the South for quite a long time. So I was used to hearing that type of rhetoric. Doesn't make it right, but it wasn't a surprise to me, the things that I heard Donald Trump say. He said those things out loud, whereas some of these other politicians say them behind closed doors. But that being said, you cannot reward genocide. And I think Lawrence O'Donnell said this best. The way that you get the Democratic Party to change is that you have to stop supporting it.
If you want to pull the party, the major party that is closest to the way you're thinking, to what you're thinking, you must show them that you're capable of not voting for them. If you don't show them you're capable of not voting for them, they don't have to listen to you. I promise you that. I worked within the Democratic Party.
Donald never said this again after he said it all the time.
And he's still wearing it. Boy, I bet they
ass
get. Oh boy, he did get paddled.
The left had nowhere to go.
Support.
He totally
I just
took an ass whipping for saying that.
And here you go, Chanda. I'm going to disagree with Sabby on one point here. One point in particular.
You're waking up in 9 hours.
Now, here's the thing. Sabrina is wrong. You can't reform or change the Democratic Party.
No.
They need to be burnt to the ground. And guess what? The Republican Party, the same thing. It's the duopoly. It's the uniparty. I'd be a hypocrite if I said, oh, Democrats. No, it's both parties. And as much as I agree with many people on many issues that
I agree,
they really have, the Democrats and the Republicans, these two parties should never exist again. Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
They should have no need for parties.
They butchered this country, and this thing right here, Babylon B says, grizzled veteran comes out of retirement for one last Russian collusion hoax. And then George Orwell said, he who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present? Who controls the past? I couldn't have said it better, George. I mean, you knocked it out of there. Linda is going to have a hell of a yum-yum. And here it's Monday, and she is going to, with your permission, premiere it on TPP Monday because
heck yeah, bring over a yum to my show. That's perfect.
So it's going to be the 9th of September instead of the 7th. She meant to do it, but Inventor predicts bad TV program invents television anyway. So I agree, absolutely.
Yeah, predictive programming, that's all it is.
I know where she's going with this, and
I do too.
We have Nick out there from RBN putting some more truisms out there. I saw Sabby had the Black Voters panel on Friday. That was, or Thursday. It was spicy, but I got a lot out of it. So it was very, very informative. Here we go. Nick.
Biden administration is pushing to send 3 black activists to prison for 15 years for actively opposing his wars. The DOJ is accusing the Uhuru 3 of pushing Russia propaganda because they advocate for peace and for global coexistence. If advocating for peace is pushing the propaganda of your enemies, then you are the bad guy. This is the free speech trial of the century. Even if everything the United States is accusing the Uhuru 3 of doing, they have the right to do so under the First Amendment. Sowing discord in American politics is not a crime. You only believe so if you are a fascist. The DOJ claims the Uhuru 3 only believe what they do because it was paid and coerced by the Russian government. What an insult. Black Americans don't need Russia to convince us that the United States is a corrupt, criminal, warmongering country. Take it from me, I don't need Vladimir Putin to convince me that genocide Joe Biden is evil. There is a long history of the DOJ going after black activists and radicals for being too critical of the United States foreign policy. This is exactly why black radicals was warning against Russiagate from day one. It was obvious that Russiagate was created in order to create a fascist crackdown that would impact Black American first. Notice how the free speech right is completely silent on the free speech trial of the century. The fraudulent free speech right never actually cared about free speech. They just wanted to say racial slurs on social media. And the progressives like Bernie Sanders, AOC, hell, the entirety of the progressive media apparatus refuse to cover this because they don't want their supporters to know that they support an outright fascist political party.
Ooh, burned them to the ground. I got some love from RBN this week. Shout out to RBN. JB came over and sent me some love, and I just appreciate it so much. So
yeah, RBN's been very supportive of us, and we love our RBN sisters and brothers over there.
Heck yeah.
And we have, you notice we've got ponies in here, courtesy of Linda. And I love the ponies. They're beautiful. It kind of gives it a little bit different tone. We love the color. We'll go down in history as the first society that wouldn't save itself because it wasn't cost effective. Kurt Vonnegut, American writer and novelist, 1922 to 2007. Them. Aren't you afraid of losing friends over your post on controversial topics? Me, no. I'm afraid of remaining silent and watching evil advance. I'm afraid of seeing friends and their loved ones suffer because they lack knowledge. That's fair.
Exactly.
That's
I
fair.
just like it so sad when I talk to somebody who I think is smart and they regurgitate some fucking Democratic talking point to me, and I just go, oh. You're not as smart as I thought you were, you know. Like,
you know, one of my good friends told me the other day that I need to step up to the plate and quit being so humble about my positions and fair and everything. And I'm finding watching some people regurgitate and the bullshit. I need to do that. I need to start getting a little bit
burn
more.
Burn them to the ground.
Yeah, I need to get a little bit more outspoken. So I appreciate that, good friend, for giving me that advice, and I'll work on it. It's always been my nature to bring people together and be thoughtful in discourse. I'm damn sick and tired of it, and with what I see every day coming out of Gaza, I'm done being
Me too.
so thoughtful.
Woke up and blown up babies again
Yeah.
this morning. Like
Yeah.
a year of this shit, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, as much as everybody's like, oh, we got to vote for Trump. We got to vote for Trump. He's supporting genocide too. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to give my vote to Jill Stein. I know it's worthless and wasteful, but is it any more worthless and wasteful than voting for one of these fucking talking heads? No.
You're not going to vote your way out of this mess.
No,
So-
electoral politics is not going to save us. It's only
no
going to be
good.
boots in the frickin' street and mass movements that are
And they
going
had
to
they had some great ones in Europe today. There were huge.
I
there
know,
was
I
a million
saw, yeah.
million people out there, and you think you can get anybody out there dead ass in this country? Hardly,
Hell no.
compared to those
Hell
guys.
no.
You brought this Jason Burmis. You brought
Famous Jason Burmis. I love me some Jason B. Shocking leak suggests your phone really is listening in on your conversation. So leaked pitch deck from alleged Facebook marketing partner Cox Media Group explains how they use your phone's microphone to listen to what you're saying. So every time you talk about something and then all of a sudden it shows up in your Facebook feed and advertisement for it, that's how they're doing it. They're listening to everything you say.
Well, at least Jeffrey Toobin doesn't have to worry about that. We've
Jeffrey
got
Toobin.
Happy birthday, Roger Waters. Happy
80th.
birthday. What do you?
81st.
Hey, 81. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they've been throwing stuff up on him all day. And definitely a happy birthday, Roger. What are your thoughts on the newly released David Gilmour album, Luck and Strange? I have no thoughts because
Well, here's the thing. He released it on Roger Waters' 81st birthday. Now, those two men have been in each other's lives, and, you know, Gilmour's been a dick rider of fucking Rogers for 40, 50 years. He knew damn well it was Rogers' birthday the day he dropped that album, and I just have no use for David Gilmour's mainstream media regurgitating bullshit, and go Roger. I have no use for Gilmour.
Yeah, I think Gilmour falls in that Hollywood go fuck yourself category.
Yeah, no, he's a total dim. Totally.
Yeah. Fiorella Isabel, Washington couldn't steal Venezuela's gold, its oil, or its elections. So they had to settle for Maduro's plane. While the U.S. cries about Russia, Venezuela, and Iran's lack of democracy, this illegal act is pretty tyrannical. And the United States is certainly accustomed to pulling illegal acts like giving Israel arms.
The United States government literally just stole Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's plane. It'd be the equivalent of somebody stealing Air Force One. President Nicolas Maduro was not on the plane, but the U.S. government literally made the Dominican Republic seize the airplane and take it down in Florida. Obviously, this is a violation of international law. Yet again, the United States has seized Venezuelan property. Before it had seized Venezuela's gold, it's tried to seize Venezuela's oil, and it seemingly tried but failed to steal Venezuela's election. So I guess the plane will have to do. Of course, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and the entire Venezuelan government have denounced this illegal seizure of this property. It is another push towards trying to interfere in a sovereign country's affairs. While the United States says that the plane was grounded because Venezuela is violating sanctions, the United States imposed these sanctions on Venezuela because it didn't like its president. For no other reason, really. These sanctions shouldn't be there in the first place. And sanctions are an act of siege war. Sanctions are the reason that Venezuelans have been coming to the United States, because sanctions strangle the economy of the countries that they're sanctioning, whether it's in Russia, Iran, Syria, it doesn't matter.
I think siege war is too kind, if not accurate, a description. It's terrorism. It's global terrorism is what the United States is doing.
We're just stealing jets now? What is that crap? But shout out to Sister Fee. She has been so supportive. Fee and Pasta have both just showed me love this week. So
Absolutely. And
everybody.
Fee's doing a great job over there at RT. Keep it up, Fee. We love you.
Heck yeah, she is.
You brought this.
8-hour flight. Pick your seat. Who you sitting with? You want to sit with Donald Trump? I choose 4. I'm going to take airplane seat 4 because I'll get Alex Jones drunk, and then I'll get him all fired up with some conspiracies and watch him yell at all the passengers around us.
Okay, now here's the tough one. You got to guess which one I would take.
9.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, you got me.
I know, because we share a brain.
Oh my God! I can't believe that. Oh shit! Oh well.
I totally know you. I so know you.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Good job, Chanda. You killed it. Yeah, it was 9. I should have wrote it down, but it's true. It's true. I'm not gonna lie about that. She got me on that. Absolutely. You brought this.
Kremlin spokeswoman says Harris is more predictable than Trump. That's right. When Vladimir Putin was asked who he supported in the election, he smirkingly said the Democrats because, hey, they're predictable.
Yeah, they're damn predictable. Too predictable.
And he smirked, though. You can tell he was full of shit. Yeah, he was totally, tongue-in-cheek.
I still didn't vet this, but Glenn Greenwald put it up, so I figured it was fair game. Do you think they'll all gain the same celebrity media attention others from publishing houses and massive new wealth that Mary Trump got for endorsing Biden? And this is Tim Walz's entire family endorsing Trump. Yeah. And I
hope that's true. You saw that Dick Cheney. The tent's so big that now even Dick Cheney can come into the party and hang out.
War criminals like Cheney and Liz Cheney, that should kill your campaign. And
if you're a Democrat and Dick Cheney is fucking endorsing you, you better think twice about who you are and who you're supporting.
Oh, hell yes. And honest to God, anybody that... I think Harris said she was honored that he endorsed her. Did she say that? Did she say that? Oh my God in heaven.
She would say.
What is this? Describe Laura's Trump new music video in one word.
So Laura Trump dropped a new music video this week, and this is just a little sample of it.
Oh, I hope it's a small sample of it.
It's a small sample.
Okay, thank you.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. You gotta be special.
I had the original. I had the original, and she sucks. She has a terrible voice, and this is a nepo baby who's been told she has a good voice. She does not. But then I found this one, and I was like, oh, I have to.
Well, for those of you who are musically inclined, would you agree with me? She's flat, and she's in the wrong fucking key. She's in the wrong key. So anyway, I got to have an encore. We have time. Let's do an encore.
Okay, we have time.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. This can't be denied. You gotta be special.
Oh my God! Oh, that hurts my head. Oh,
it was
shit.
bad. It was so bad. The original was like, what the hell? Who told her she could sing?
Oh my God. Babylon B. Trump prepares for debate against Kamala Harris by going to a bar and arguing with drunks. I absolutely, I think that's a great strategy. Now, Chanda, you didn't mean to torture me tonight, did you?
I did. I should have moved this down to Hollywood, and I forgot to when I threw it on the deck, but it's fine here. Rosie wants to know how Trump had a maxi pad on his ear, and now he doesn't even have a hole or nothing. Not a scar, not a scratch.
What the fuck?
She's mad about it. She's mad about it.
It's Tuesday, and I was just thinking about Trump's ear injury.
Oh, my God.
Why is it that no investigative journalist has done a story about his wound? Now, I actually heard him say from his own lips, I regrew my ear. The doctor said I was really fast at regrowing my ear. Regrowing his ear? I mean, and how does he get away with nobody like following up on that? He shows up with a maxi pad on his ear, right? And frankly, if he worked on Grey's Anatomy and that's how they treated the wound, bandaged the wound, just slapping a maxi pad right on it, they would be fired from the show because of the lack of realism. It's like, it's so absurd what he gets away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Rosie O'Donnell's current comedy shtick. And
right? It could be any worse if it was Ellen. Like, what the? Well, really? That's what you pick to choose to cry about? That's elite fucking privilege. When you can take to the internet and cry about Trump's ear being healed. Like, shut up.
Did that bullet kill that guy standing behind Trump off the stage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Well, that didn't work, and the brief history of voting, I absolutely agree with that, and it's not going to work. We have said time and time again, electoralism is not going to straighten this shit out, and
mastermind.
It's going to be. Here we go. Over time, corporate media has evolved from being a source of investigative journalism and watchdog reporting to a mechanical device for reinforcing consensus among elites. That caught me right there. This is called bubble propaganda journalism. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's like Al Franken used to say, well, if it's not in the Times, I don't believe it. I mean, the New York Times is the worst. The New York Times. I have no use
for Al Franken.
That guy is, you know what? And I was rooting for him.
I used to support him back in the early 2000s. I read his book. Like, I thought he was a great progressive liberal.
Remember?
Oh my God, the things I came across a post that I shared 10 years ago that said, I'm ready for her. I was like, I just dropped my head in shame. I actually shared that shit 10 years ago.
I know. I think he should go back on the train with Trading Places and be the boxcar guy. That's terrible. But, you know, again, this is what we're faced with, and it's that bubble, and it's all propaganda, and it's these think tanks are just ruining
everything. And the professional managerial class, they are the gatekeepers. They are the
gatekeepers
that say you have to listen to them. You have to listen to the medical professionals. You have to listen to the mainstream media.
Shanda, you brought this.
Professor, if you read to your children, you're unfairly disadvantaging others.
What the hell is that?
It's bedtime story privilege. Yeah.
So I always thought reading to your kids was a good thing.
Don't read to your kids because it makes other kids dumb. I guess is the bottom line. I don't know.
The state of education in the country, and I know some damn good teachers.
Well, it's
out
indoctrination. You know, I was always so sad and beat myself up for many years, probably up until just the last 5 or 6 years, that I never got a chance to, go finish college. I went to college. I just never finished college. But now I'm like, I'm probably the free thinker that I am because I didn't go get programmed and indoctrinated into this system, right?
there. Yeah, I partied in college. I burned and smoked.
Why does that not shock me?
$10,000. Well, yeah, I was out there. I was horny. I wanted to get high. I wanted to party. I mean,
I would have loved to hang out with you.
Yeah, you would have. We would have had a good time.
I know.
Macaroni. Yeah, this is from the non-college graduate, but I did get a lot of education. Macaroni and cheese recall update as the FDA sets risk level. Product recalls have been received as Class 2 risk categorization, which the FDA defines as a situation in which the use of or exposure to volatile product may cause temporary or medical reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences are remote. So what they're saying with that, Chanda, is it's going to make you sick, but it probably won't kill you. But we're going to recall it anyway. Now, does that apply to boar's head meat? 9 people have died in connection to the listeria outbreak among boar's head products.
Quit eating that shit.
Fun fact, they're looking at 7 million pounds of deli meat, wrapped deli meat. 7 million pounds that they've got to pull. And you know what? How do you you got to burn that or something? I don't know. But that's probably going to put them out of business. Boar's Head. I used to like
they've
Boar's
been
Head.
Around forever,
I
right?
know. 7 million
They'll
pounds.
get some kind of subsidy from the government or something. You watch. They'll be okay.
I question all this stuff anyway. The everything that's coming out these days. Use those critical thinking skills, because they're trying to poison us in less subtle and more...
We don't get food. We don't get real food. Since I got my cancer diagnosis and I'm so adamant about eating good and healthy, I realize how freaking bad we eat. It's not till you start picking stuff up and you go, oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't eat that. I have a very small pool of stuff I can eat that's not full of poisons, pesticides, hormones. It's crazy.
And by the way, Reese's, these packaged things, they've been around forever. I've bought them from time to time.
I used to like them. I don't like them now.
They're goo. But it's not just the macaroni and cheese, guys. I read the article all the way. It's several things on the list. But it's okay. It won't kill you. You can go ahead and eat it and just get sick and vomit and have diarrhea for a month. Anyway, what's this TikTok, by the way?
Well, if you're a Pringles lover out there, you might want to turn away for a minute, because once I show you what's in your Pringles, I don't think you'll be popping a Pringle anytime soon.
Oh, shit. I don't eat them. Oh, tell me there's not bugs in there.
There's bugs. There's bugs. There's bugs in everything we're eating.
Eat the bugs. You're going to talk about that Monday, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that on my deck.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Oh. I've been told this before about Pringles, but this is the first time I've ever seen it up close. But Americans walk around with a stomach full of freaking parasites and bugs. And when I first started going in for my cancer stuff, they were like, have you been to a third world country? Because a lot of times this gets stemmed from parasites that you pick up in a third world country. And I'm like, no, the only third world shithole I've been in is this one.
And I saw the same thing. They pulled out some Cheetos and did the same test. There were bugs in the Cheetos too. So for those of you out there that we just ruined, if you like Pringles,
Trailer park, we love this shit.
we've eaten it, so it's not unique. But sorry, but that's now you know what's in Pringles.
Ivermectin or fentanyl.
I picked this up the other day. E number found in Doritos can turn skin invisible, scientists found. And
I can turn invisible?
Oh my God.
I'm not eating them. They're stale. They're stale.
I didn't plan this. Shanda had those. I did not plan this.
I did.
And here's the thing, so you want to be invisible, you want to be dead, 220, 221. Potential risks, and you've known this for a long time. We've all known this. Potential risks of yellow number 5, tartrazine. Snorky, can you pronounce that for me? Yellow number 5 is also known as tartrazine. I don't know what the FD and C yellow 5 is not good. Synthetic yellow food dye suspected of being linked to health problems ranging from allergies to hyperactivity in kids, and I've got another couple of opinions on that, to cancer. So, yeah, you might want to pitch the Doritos, everybody.
Oz, I never thought it would catch up with me, all the bad food that I have been eating in my life, because
Me
you
too.
and I have talked about this.
Me too.
We've talked about it a lot on the Trailer Park Show. At the end of the month, when you got 2 weeks left in a month and you have no food and you're going to the food bank, you're eating whatever you can get. It's mostly carb-based, it's sugars, it's processed packaged foods because they have a shelf life so they can actually pass them out to people. And I've ate that way my entire life, 50 years of living on poor people food, and I wonder why I'm so freaking sick,
Yeah, no, I get it.
We have
I
to
absolutely
change our
get
diet.
it.
We have to, and I get it because it's expensive and it's hard to do. I'm kind of in a weird place now that, what do I eat? Shit, what do I eat? Okay, I guess I'm eating a sweet potato and a piece of squash.
You told me what you're eating. You're doing the right thing. Keep doing it. We are at Meme Alley, and I hope you guys can stick around for a few more minutes because we have got a terrific outro tonight. Something that I haven't been able to cover ever since I've been looking, and I've always wanted to cover. But we've got Meme Alley, and Shanda and I both got wild and crazy with Meme Alley this week, but we wanted to have a little fun. And I think we do it, so we're going to go here, and it finally happened. Pigs do fly. And I thought monkeypox was a hoax. Then I saw their face. Now I'm a believer.
Now I'm a believer. Yeah. Did you see all the reports that are coming out and confirming that this is a Fauci-made thing?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Fauci's been busy in his little evil Wuhan lab for the last 30 years coming up with all this shit.
Yeah, he lost me at torturing beagles to death. And not to mention AIDS. AIDS.
AZT. Yeah, I said this to my doctor because my doctor worked with Fauci years ago, my primary care. So when I was at the surgeon, he goes, "What do you think about your doctor?" I was like, "Oh, he tortured beagles with Fauci for a couple of years." And he just started laughing. He's a Trump supporter, so he thought it was funny.
Oh my God! This was the moment Walter wished he wasn't holding a bottle of stool softener. And one way to find out if you are old is to fall down in front of a lot of people. If they laugh, you're still young. If they panic and start running to you, you're old. And
Where's that chick's other leg?
Yeah, I know.
Am I freaking out here? But it doesn't look like she's one-legged. Well, now I see why Walter's into it.
Yeah. Shit. I didn't do that. That was the meme. So somebody didn't follow through with her AI. So me and the gang searching for the contract we signed that gives the governments the rights to tell us what to do. Oh, hell yes. Thank you, Scooby, for saying that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much right on. And we've got another Scooby-Doo down in the deck. Let me see, where are we at here? Oh, we've got this one.
64.
This is great. Never blame others for the road you're on. It's your own asphalt. And I'm getting with the corny shit tonight. Corny shit from Oz tonight. I'm a boomer. What can I say? Dad, why do they call a conspiracy theory a theory? A conspiracy a theory? Because they don't want to admit it's the truth, son. And That has been proven time
Well,
and time
we know
again.
where that term came from. It came from
CIA.
the CIA
Yeah.
after the Kennedy assassination, for anybody that was questioning the Kennedy assassination narrative, right?
Yep. If you're right brain, you'll see a fish. If you're left brain, you'll see a mermaid. Ruh-roh. I see
a dog. Yeah,
I
like,
see
what? I'm
Scooby.
confused.
It's
I see
Scooby.
Scooby.
It's Scooby. So you can't lead a politician to water, but you can. You can lead a politician to water, but you can't make him think. No shit.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Just
they're-
give him some APAC money and he'll do whatever.
We're gonna bag on the Aryan brother here again. What have I become?
Oh, yes, you grabbed it too. That's funny.
Yeah, that's horse shaving, and the Vac Street boys right there. And we're getting down to, we have Stoner Corner this week. Chanda and I both contributed to Stoner Corner. You've got Oz. I don't drink. I just weed for me. Thanks. And Chanda put down, rightfully so, cannabis is medicine. And then this is how airlines used to fly back in the good old days.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
You know, the cannabis is medicine is really close to my heart right now, Oz, because ever since I was in the hospital, came out, I've had no relief for my pain, anxiety, or the terrible tremors because the cancer is attacking my central nervous system. So when I wake up in the morning, I just shake like I have Parkinson's or something. And they put me on a synthetic anxiety med when I came out of the hospital, which anything synthetic that comes from Big Pharma is so hard to get off of. They're very, and it's 8.5 hours till you wake up, Oz. But it's cannabis, RSO has helped me so tremendously. And I've never really taken it in my life, even though I went to college to learn how to treat people with RSO. And now I'm treating myself, and I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked at how much it's helped me. It's calmed me down. It's stopped my tremors. It's helping me rest and sleep. It does miracles for my pain. I'm just so shocked by it. So don't overlook the usefulness of cannabis as medicine if you're sick or if you're suffering, and Big Pharma will not help you. Especially if you live in a state like Washington. $15, walk in, ask for some Rick Simpsons, and they'll tell you how to use it, and it's life changing. It really is.
Good advice, Chanda. I appreciate that. Remember when? And this is going way back. This is my generation. Well, actually, Kook LaFran. Yeah, Kook LaFran and Ollie was like just a couple of years before I was
I've never
hatched.
even heard of it.
I
I've
know.
never heard of it.
That was before I was hatched. But I had super elastic bubble plastic. And
Me too. I can smell it still to this day.
It didn't fucking work for me, and I was so disappointed.
No, it always blew out one side or the other, but that smell of that petroleum base, like you were huffing some serious shit if you were smelling it.
And you know what? The next one I've got here, I think I've got it here. I still have Silly Putty. And,
you have some Silly Putty?
And I have Silly Putty right here. This is how damn old I am. I have Silly Putty, and it's green, so I thought I'd bring it up to the green screen.
You can't see it.
So I have Silly Putty. Of course, I have yo-yos in here, but wait, there's more.
You're just a big overgrown kid.
I have another Silly Putty. These are 20...
Are you sure those aren't Harris's butt plugs? Or Smooley's butt plugs? They kind of look like butt plugs from here.
Well, they might be somebody's balls. I don't know. But these are 20 years old, so I still have them.
Wow.
So,
and are they still squishy or are they dried out?
I'm afraid to open them up. There might be some creature in there.
There might be some bugs in there,
Yeah,
right?
there might be some
Do
kind
they
of...
vibrate? I know, like, what do they call those, right?
Benoit balls.
balls.
Benoit balls is what those are
Mastermind
called.
wants to know if they vibrate.
No, they don't vibrate, but they will take an impression off of a newspaper.
You have your original Etch-a-Sketch, Natalie? That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. You brought this one.
Jesse's Girl was released 43 years ago. Is she still watching him with those eyes? She got readers on. I just know it.
Jesse's girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
With those eyes.
Now here's a remember when, and I actually made this shit, and it tasted like shit. Jeff Boyardee.
Oh, my mom used to feed us that shit. Yeah.
That's terrible stuff. That was awful. And
oh my God, that was a treat when we were kids. Mom was making pizza.
oh my God, it was terrible, and I remember how bad it was, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But
well, Jiffy, there was Jiffy pizza mix too. Remember,
well,
you could
I
make
don't.
crust
I
mix
don't.
with Jiffy.
Did it fall off the deck? Is it still on the deck? Anyway, I had. Where is it? I had Swanson's TV dinners on here somewhere. Did they come off?
Oh, they're still on here. I didn't take them off. They're 74.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's. This is an old. How old is this? Is this 3 years old, Chanda? Is Gilligan's Island? Is that's Chanda, Amber,
That
and Oz?
reface, I know. Yeah, that reface is probably 4 years old. If I had to guess, that's
that's
probably back
an
in our
old one.
dive days.
Yeah, but remember when Gilligan's Island? And you know what? With the kind of crap they're putting out now, we're going back and watching all the old stuff because there's nothing worth your time out there to watch.
There is
anymore.
a funny sitcom. We haven't had a lot of good sitcoms over, I'd say, the last 10, 15 years, right? I came across one called Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself over on Netflix.
Yeah.
I love it's the girl from Shit Creek.
Yeah.
So funny. Definitely worth a watch. Just an average beat down housewife putting up with a husband who doesn't appreciate her.
Yeah,
Some might relate to it.
We need something. We need the old humorous, bad taste, whatever sitcoms because
It makes us believe that we live in a better world than we do, right? I grew up in this weird fucking bubble because I was raised by sitcoms in the 70s and 80s, thinking
Three's
that
Company,
the world
All's
was
Company
like that fucking
now.
Hextables, you know?
I know.
Cosby Show.
Yeah, how'd the Hextables work out for everybody? Yeah, okay. Anyway, life's
right?
biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. And that's Liam Neeson up there. I hope he didn't steal it because I happen to agree with that one. Now,
His life's tragedy.
Here's something that was good back in the day. I thought it was good. Swanson's TV dinner actually looked like that.
I loved it. I know. It was my favorite.
And you put it in the, how long was it in the oven? 22 minutes. And it came out and it was
45.
It was good. It was good.
I loved the mashed potatoes. I always say to my mom,
too.
why do you always got to make real mashed potatoes? Why can't you make instant? Because I love the instant.
I know. This was creature feature food back in the day.
Yeah, every Friday. Totally.
This is so true. You put this in. This is funny as hell. Boomer parents, one day this will all be yours. Grown children. No!
Oh my gosh. I'm dealing with this. Since my mom passed, I've been it's taken me 3 years to go through all of her bricker-bracker and knickknacks and all of grandma's knickknacks. And now that I'm in a space where I'm thinking about, my final things, it's like, oh shit, I'm looking around going, I don't want to leave my kids this freaking mess. The sheds are packed full of crap and
you know what?
The house is full of knickknacks. I just want to throw everything a fucking way. I don't need it. I can't take it with me.
It's funny that's in the deck. My daughter came down today and I have a hutch with all these knickknacks from days gone by. But I got
you do have a lot of knickknacks.
I mean, it's timeless stuff, but my mom collected dolls and I helped her collect dolls. So I've got like boxes of antique dolls up in my studio. Right. And I asked my daughter, she goes, what are you going to do with all those dolls? I go, you want them? And she goes, no.
These newer generations, they think smaller, compacts, small houses, they leave a smaller carbon footprint. The times they are changing, and all of this bricker-bracker that's coming down from the boomers is just going to end up in thrift stores and garbages.
What you thought was collectible, Beanie Babies, whatever, is garbage.
It's going to be a family heirloom. We'll pass it down for centuries.
Nobody wants it.
No.
Nobody wants it. And sure, there's a couple of things that still gain a good price, but not so much. Now, we have a relatively good Shitlib book club, if not great, tonight.
I love your Shitlib book club.
This one, I thought about it, and this is what we ended up with this week.
This is my favorite segment that you do.
Oh, thank you. That drunk fucking bitch squirted fish shit in the hot tub. Messing it up with Deb. Zionist Cosplay presents. No shit. And it was horrendous what she did this week. Holy crap.
Oh, God. I couldn't hate somebody more than I do her. And I used to love Will and Grace.
I know. I wouldn't watch that if you paid me now. So she's terrible. She's awful. She was insensitive to all the thousands and thousands of children who've been just blown to bits and family members. What is it now? 50,000? And we said it's going to be, 200,000?
Come on, we know it's much higher than that.
Oh, hell yeah. So Deborah Messing, Hollywood, go fuck yourself. You are made for that. Now, the other one, I'm quite fond of this one. Which one of you fuckwits is talking shit? And that's the Minority Report. And you notice they've got a picture of Jimmy Dore on their wall in the back. But the one on the bottom, this is Kyle, and he's the dildo, and he comes with 1 ounce free lube, but the charger is sold separately, and that's Crystal at a frat party back when she was in college. So I thought that was quite apropos for Kyle, the way he's acting.
They have been so disgusting since they've got together. They're revolting, both of them.
I usually
Crystal says a few things occasionally.
I usually don't make predictions, but I feel a divorce coming in the not too distant future for those.
Well, how much of the money that Crystal took from her last husband is Malibu King gonna walk away with?
I know he's 40
Did they have a prenup? Did they have a prenup? Because she's got money.
Maybe they were in love. Anyway, it's time for Hollywood Go Fuck Yourself. We've got a few minutes left here. Then we've got that very special outro tonight. Like I said, I've been trying to get this for a long time. And here we go. Hollywood Go Fuck You. Did you put this in? You put Angelina Jolie in. And this is not Angelina Jolie go fuck herself for what she's saying here. She's actually...
I'm very proud of her. She's accusing Israel and the world leaders of war crimes in Gaza. Gaza is fastly becoming a mass grave. This is deliberate bombing of a trapped population who has nowhere to flee. Whole families are being murdered while the world watches. So, you know what? I wasn't a huge fan of hers all these years. I loved her when I was young, but then she pulled all the weird shit and stole Brad Pitt from Jennifer Aniston. You can't deny that she has been a humanitarian. For all the other crazy shit she has been a humanitarian.
Now, kudos to her, and I do like some of her movies. So,
she's a good actress.
I think she's done a good job. And
are we allowed to call them actresses now? Because I hear them call themselves actors, right?
Call them what you want. You can do anything you want. So go ahead. And by the way, that dog's name is Toby. I forgot it briefly. And Toby, you brought this Pop Crave.
Oh, so Megan Thee Stallion, do you know who this is?
Yes,
she's a young performer. Anyway, she condemns people who plan to not vote in the presidential election.
Oh, no.
I don't like it when people see saying, I'm not voting, fuck it. What fuck are you talking about? You're going to complain about what you don't like, but you're not going to help the cause.
What cause?
I think this is very irresponsible, because if you don't like what Trump has going on, why even aid him in being the president again? So
is this the one that was twerking at the Harris rally? Is this one right here? She was twerking.
Maybe. Yeah. She was twerking at the Harris rally.
Good for her.
Yeah, that was her.
Good for her. I don't take advice from pop stars or celebrities.
Well, and you know what? The Biden administration, the Harris administration, probably dropped, $20,000 on her, $30,000 for being an influencer. We have proof that the Harris-Biden campaign pays influencers. We've seen the contracts.
Yeah,
they do
I know.
it.
They do it. Do you like that GIF I made of you, Chanda?
I did. Very happy.
Yeah, you look great there. I think you like the little hat. You like little hats.
I used to wear headbands. That was our whole gig the first year of B&B.
Yeah,
Remember? Every day
I
I'd
know.
have a
Wigs,
different headband on.
wigs and headbands and all kinds of shit. So.
Yep, we used to do all that crazy shit.
We're about out of here. We got a couple more, and then we got some words to spread joy to our chat. Dear singers and actors, we spend our hard-earned money to hear your music and to watch you pretend to be characters in movies and on TV. Your only job is to entertain us, to take us away from reality. No shit. Your personal opinion means nothing to us. You are significant and influential only in your own mind and within the minds of your elitist peers. You are a marionette to us, nothing more. Sing, act, and shut up. And
shut up.
You know, A Boy and His Dog was Don Johnson's first big movie.
I remember that movie. I do remember that movie.
Yeah, that was a post-apocalyptic movie. They didn't have food and everything else. Kind of, you know.
What? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that now. I didn't know it was an apocalypse. You know, that's my favorite genre of movies is apocalyptic movies.
This frightened me because I think that's where he met Patty D.R. And because they were a thing back then.
Well, that was way before Melanie Griffin, right?
Oh yeah. This was way back when.
Thanks, Cindy.
But you want the spoiler to this?
I do.
Okay.
Right? His dog dies,
in the end, he had a choice of eating the dog or eating his girlfriend. Which did he choose?
The girlfriend.
Yeah, because she was terrible. She was terrible. So watch the movie. She didn't give a shit.
Alex Jones predicted that shit. You'll be eating your neighbors, right?
Yeah. It will be eating the neighbors.
Well, you'll have to join me for Trailer Park Pundit this week because I got a video of a woman who ate a cat in somebody's front yard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I find the craziest shit for my deck.
Oh, yes, you do. So, are we good for next Saturday? You want to take a break? What do you want to do?
No, I am good and going strong. As long as I got energy and air in my lungs, I'm going to keep doing these shows. We're going to keep talking politics. This is the most important election of our lifetime. You think I'm going to give up now? Come on.
Well, when does fall officially start? The 22nd?
Yeah, 21st or 22nd, right?
Okay, so next week we have this as my prototype thumbnail. What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the shaker sweaters. I used to love me a good shaker sweater in the 80s.
Yeah, well, you know what? You are my muse. You're my inspiration. You're my sister. You're my BFF, my bestie.
You're my rock. All of you are my rock, and you guys are just carrying me through the most insane, craziest time of anybody's life, and I can't thank you guys enough. You uplift me. Your messages keep me going, and I'm so humbled, Oz. I look back at my life, and, they always say that it always happens for a reason, right? How I stumbled into politics, how I got involved, all the crazy things I've done and been, and the people I've interviewed. And I was just a drug addict, drunk in a freaking trailer park, raising 3 kids on minimum wage for most of my life. And to be sitting here is so amazing. And then to have it ripped away from me is so heartbreaking. So as long as I can do it, I'm going to do it.
Well, I'm going to be here for you, and I know everybody else will. And
I know.
that being said, we're going to finish on time tonight for once. But this outro, you know how I love the old stuff, and I hope most of our chat seems to like it quite a bit. But I've been trying to find a Simon and Garfunkel. Natalie Williams, thank you. We love you, Chanda and Oz. You too, Oz. Thank you, Natalie.
Nat hit my GoFundMe while we were live too, again. So thank you, Natalie, so much. And I can't wait to come over to Seattle and visit. I have a ride now, so we should hook up sometime soon. I'm going to be coming to Seattle for a lot of treatments and doctor's appointments. Maybe we can do lunch.
Yes, that would be great. I hope that I can be involved in that in some way at some point physically myself.
Hey, you want to come up to Seattle and meet us? I'm more than willing to hang out, but I'm coming to you. We are so looking forward to that. Anyway, Simon and Garfunkel covers are hard as hell to find because they were so unique, like so many others back then. But I found a couple of Simon and Garfunkel covers, and I took a liberty
with the last song. With the last song of these two covers tonight. The first one's The Boxer, and the second one will speak for itself. And the liberty
I love The Boxer.
And the liberty I took was I picked this out from the chat, and I picked this for you from the chat. Chanda, you are wonderful, and we want to be your bridge. Good night, everybody.
You guys are. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for Beauty and the Boomer, our first night back. Oz, we did a great job. We may have a little brain fog, but you know what? It's fun to be back in the saddle.
I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Asking only workmen's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the horse on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. La, 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 la. When I'm laying out my winter clothes and wishing I was gone, going home. But New York City winters aren't leading me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every love that laid him down or cuffed him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
This is from all of us to you, Chanda.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you.